Hello, my beautiful Gemini. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today I'm going to be getting into your monthly tarot horoscope reading, Gemini, for September 2021. So, if you find any tarot cards that resonate with you in this monthly reading today, darling, let me know in the comments below which cards resonate with you and how, honey, because that is how I keep up with y'all through the comments, Gemini. Also, if you enjoy this tarot reading today, or you just enjoy my vibe, Gemini, I would really appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe because it does help me out a lot, and I always appreciate it when you guys take that extra step to support me in that way. But remember, Gemini, I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you, honey. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the tarot cards that resonate, leave what doesn't, because I'm not going to be offended by it whatsoever. I believe your tarot cards are just here to give you some perspective and food for thought for today, never making the choices in your life. So remember, darling, I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you, Gemini. So let's just jump into your monthly tarot horoscope reading now for September 2021, Gemini. And while I was doing your pre-shuffle, actually, Gemini, I kept seeing the number 3. Now, admittedly, the number 3 is my favorite number, Gemini, so take that as you will. Maybe I was just projecting, right? But it was the first time that I had a number just come in strongly for a tarot reading during a pre-shuffle before. So if you do resonate with the number 3, perhaps look up the numerology for 3. I could go on a whole video tangent on 3, the representation of 3. So I'll just leave that to you, Gemini. So let's just get into your reading now and see what's going to be going on for the month of September 2021, Gemini. We have the 5 of Cups coming in here. I'm going to be doing 3 cards. And then we have the Queen of Wands. And then finally, Gemini, we have the Sun card. Ooh, fabulous. So, Gemini, you guys are walking away from a situation. I honestly feel it's interesting because it's like, I don't know how to explain the vision I was just shown, Gemini, but it's like this sense of, like you're walking away from a situation, but you're walking, like as you're walking away, that's how you're entering September. Like, I feel like does that make sense, Gemini? Like you're walking away from something and that's like in the process of you entering September. Like September hits and like you're already halfway through your journey of walking away from something. Could be, it doesn't even have to be bad, right? It could be just you taking a chance, because I do just see a lot of positive energy, especially with this Queen of Wands in the Sun card. I mean, darling, like you got a lot of heat, honey. A lot of passion coming forward for you, Gemini. Now the Sun card is the best card in the deck. It exudes abundance. It just promises just the world and everything, darling, right? It also talks about illuminating things, and I do feel like that's kind of a theme for you, Gemini, because I do feel as if this 5 of Cups, some of you Geminis were brought to this position of walking away from something as this 5 of Cups because something was revealed to you that really disappointed you or that upset you, Gemini. And so it was almost this sense here, Gemini, that you were just like, ooh, I think I gotta go at this alone. And so from here, for whatever whatever your objective is, whatever your life situation is, Gemini, something was revealed, forcing you to be in this Queen of Wands, which I don't think is a bad thing at all, right? Because it's forcing you to, uh, Libra got like King of Wands leading with the vision. And so you getting the Queen of Wands, I just really enjoy this because it's like, it's almost like you had like a wake up call and being like, you know what? No one's going to take care of Gemini aside from Gemini, right? Maybe you were giving too much of the benefit of the doubt of like, or trusting other energies to like have your back. And now you have like a wake up call and you're just like, oh, I guess I need to just start living for myself rather than living for other people because they don't give enough about me, right? That may be something that you're feeling. That's why you're walking away. Because with this 5 of Cups, it's like, the 5 of Cups is like a bittersweet energy, right? Where it's like, it's for the best, but it's not like, it's one of those things of being like, did it have to be this way sort of thing, right? I don't feel like this is something that you necessarily initially were planning on doing, but when you're pushed and when push comes to pull, honey, you do what you need to do. So let's continue on with this. 9 of Wands. I couldn't see I couldn't see it real quick. 9 of Wands coming in for you, Gemini. Fabulous. You're continually getting Wands cards. You guys, Gemini, are really going into September with a very strong passion. Whatever it is that you walked away from, it's like it really ignited something in you, Gemini, which really makes me excited for you because this is just showcasing to me that you guys are about to be really creating something fabulous, darling. And so, and this is all in the name of you claiming your power. funnily enough, I always use the example, well, I always say that the Nine of Wands is on their journey to become the Queen of Wands, right? I always see this individual as just like, the Nine of Wands claiming their power. The Nine of Wands also talks about being the wounded warrior, and that's how the Nine of Wands, the individual in the Nine of Wands, becomes the Queen of Wands, is because like she or he or they have their battle scars, honey, right? And I feel as if that your battle scars were developed based off of this Five of Cups, right? It's almost like you had to have like a wake up call, or just like something forced you out of the nest, right? Forcing you out of your comfort zone, but it was actually for the best for you, Gemini. Full card, fab. Oh my God, girl, you can't make this up, honey. Full card coming in. This is a leap of faith, which is directly related to the Queen of Wands, right? A leap of faith, also stepping into a whole new chapter, a whole new journey, essentially. I don't even want to say chapter. I feel like journey in general for you guys, because I do feel as if you guys are having a change of pace in the sense that you guys are starting to live for yourself again. I may have said that before, but I do just feel like that's going to be like a consistent theme for September. Like, I feel like Gemini, you guys are just discovering like what makes you tick, discovering what makes you happy, discovering and finding things that you want to do as a Gemini. Now, the Fool card is the reason why I say it's like a new chapter, a new journey. It's intent entirely is because the Fool is associated with the number 0 in the major arcana, and so. Yeah, and I feel like it's based off of this Five of Cups walking away from something. So this is fabulous. Like, we're starting out your reading very strong, Gemini. And then Six of Wands, my favorite, like outside of the major arcana, this is my favorite card in the deck. I almost called you Libra. Gemini. Gemini, the Six of Wands is a card of public recognition. So fabulous for my Geminis who are trying to build a public image, right? Fabulous for my Geminis who have a business of some sort, or fabulous for my Geminis who are just trying to be seen, because it's at this time it's like putting a spotlight on you. And I love how this is capitalizing the spread, like topping the spread off with this. The Six of Wands talks about victory, success, public spotlight, people noticing you, Gemini. So whatever your objective is, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, whatever this Queen of Wands, Fool card, and Nine of Wands is represented by, because I do feel like it's all associated with one another. Like, whatever it is you're walking away from is connected to everything else. Does that make sense, Gemini? So it's really just fabulous. This is like such a confirmation in that this risk is worth it, right? You leaving the nest actually pays off as that Queen of Wands, right? The struggles, the pain that you're going through, you being that wounded warrior, Gemini, pays off, right? As that Knight of Wands. So let's give this to Miss Aretha Franklin, honey, and we'll start your next spread, Gemini. So now let's see what messages your spirit guides have for you. The World card coming in here right off the bat, starting this out strong once again, Gemini. Come on now. Before I start talking on this, I want to like get some more cards first, though. The Nine of Cups. Okay, babe. Okay, Gemini. And then we have the Chariot card coming in here. All right. A lot of forward movement. A lot of I want to get a clarification on this World card, because I don't know, I can't quite tell, Gemini, if this is like a cycle beginning for you based off of this Nine of Cups. Let me break this down before I get clarifiers, right? So you're in the loop, you're up with me, because this is a collaborative thing, right? So the Nine of Cups represents a wish fulfillment. So whatever it is that you're desiring, right? Whatever your objective is, right? Whatever it is you're trying to bring forward into your life, that's what this Nine of Cups is addressing, Gemini. And so the Chariot card, this is fast forward movement. This is you being on your right path. I always say the Chariot card is like Uber service from the divine, right? Because the Chariot doesn't show up unless you, Gemini, are on your correct path. And it also just represents very fast forward movement. Something I do want to just tell you, Gemini, is to just be a little bit careful. I just heard the words rambunctious. Just leave it at that, because y'all don't need me chastising you, especially if it doesn't even connect to you. Those that it needs to reach is going to reach you, honey. The World card coming in, I want, like, it's more so just like I'm questioning of like if this World card is associated with this Nine of Cups and being like this wish fulfillment starts a new cycle for you. So let's get a clarifier. Queen of Swords. So I do actually feel like you're closing out a cycle first, right? So it's associated with that Five of Cups coming in here. So the main message from your spirit guide seems to be, Gemini, is to, in order, like, for the things that you're wanting to manifest to bring forward into your life, you need to be willing to close out cycles. You need to be willing to, be the Queen of Swords. Libra also got this card as well. This is air energy. Swords is air energy, honey. And so you have to be willing to hurt some feelings. You have to be willing to set boundaries. You have to be willing to come off as the it starts with a B and ends with itch. Right? You don't, this is this energy of where, if you want what it is that you want, you have to really show the universe, you have to show your guides that you're willing to do what it takes to do that, even if it means to piss off other people, because this is what you're rewarded with. 10 of Cups, darling, right? Again, like, you can't make this up, Gemini. Like, I love how y'all's reading is just flowing so fabulously, darling. 10 of Cups is just like, that family life, that extreme fulfillment, right? And so I just love the progression of the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups, because this quite literally just showcases for the month of September for you, Gemini, where you have a lot of like, just like, quite literally, like, your intentions, the things that you're wanting, like your wishes being granted. It's very, I'm hearing like genie in a bottle from, I think it's Christina Aguilera. I usually don't hear songs for readings, but I feel like it's kind of like the representation of where it's just like, you get what you want, right? But you have to just be taking action towards it. Emperor card, yeah, does make sense, doesn't it, Gemini? Because when you think about the Emperor doesn't care about being, again, like, doesn't care about the perception of other people. The Emperor don't care anything about the devil. Girl, if I can hold these cards, don't care anything about this devil, right? The naysayers, the obstacles, anything that's trying to slow down the Emperor from their path, they cut out, right? And the Queen of Swords assists in that, right? Setting those boundaries and all of that. And so I do feel very strongly, Gemini, in that some of you guys are gonna have to uh, be a rude wake up call for some people, Gemini, in whatever way this looks like, right? And, I know this devil, no, girl, yeah, devil card and the Three of Swords coming in here. This is definitely giving me this energy that I do feel as if there is something in your space, someone or something that has been causing such a disservice into trying to get you to the next stage in your life, right? And maybe this old cycle that you've been, I don't want to say you're clinging on to it, Gemini, but maybe you necessarily haven't had a reason to cut it off, right? And so this is kind of like your sign, your message, Gemini, being like, all right, darling, you want to have fast forward movement, you want to have that success, you want to have that fulfillment, honey. It's time to cut off the devil at its head, darling, right? So I like this a lot for you, Gemini. So the main message from your spirit guides is this is the time to be cutting out the things that are taking you for granted, that are not appreciating your energy, Gemini, and just keeping it moving, right? Do not allow naysayers to slow you down from your vision, slow you down from your goals, Gemini. So let's close your reading off now, Gemini, and just with some more general messages here. See if there's anything else left to be said for y'all. Let's see what other messages we have for my Geminis. Girl, I can't hold these cards. We have the Strength card coming in, Gemini, with the Four of Pentacles coming in here. And then the Hierophant coming in here. Gemini, I feel as if let's do one more. King of Cups. Yeah, okay. Gemini, I feel as if the main message coming in here for you is this sense of don't be afraid of pulling out from situations, pulling back your investments on things that you might have initially invested into no longer may be of service to you anymore. And I do feel as if, yeah, Seven of Pentacles in the back of the deck. This is like something that you have already like engaged with or initiated some energy with at some point, right? Maybe for some of you guys, you just have been really stubborn, and y'all know I love my analogies, Gemini. Like you have like a strawberry garden because strawberry seems to be the theme for my analogies today, honey. You have a strawberry garden. You've invested a lot of time and money into having like the perfect setup for strawberries, and then for whatever reason, strawberries just aren't your tea. They're just not of service to you, and you want to actually plant potatoes, honey. You want to plant potatoes, but you're just like, "Ah, is it worth me planting like uprooting everything and planting these potatoes? Because you invested already so much energy, so much pentacle energy into this. Is it really worth it, right? Especially with the Hierophant here, this is like a sense of just like going with the traditional, right? Being afraid of like, like leaving that 9 to 5 or that consistency that, that's there and going out into the unknown, right? Really just taking a chance, right, Gemini? And so I feel like the message here is just telling you, Gemini, is not being afraid of pulling out from a situation. Because I do feel like directly your success is linked with the Page of Pentacles. It's linked with new energy. It's linked with new seeds that you're planting in your garden, right? Because Pentacles is earth energy, and also Pentacles are sometimes represented in some tarot decks as the seed. And so I feel as if some of you Geminis need to not be afraid of changing up what seeds that you are planting in your life, right? Even though it seems more consistent, it seems more promising, or that's just the way things have always just been, Gemini, that doesn't mean that's for you, right? That mean your story is different, Gemini. I really want to suggest to you guys to look up the number 3, Gemini, because I do feel as if it's going to be extremely empowering for you guys to identify with as well. So let's just get some oracle cards now before we clear out your space now. Girl, I'm trying to like feed some tarot cards to all my skulls, honey. So let's get some oracle cards now, Gemini, before we close out your reading. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. Yeah, this is quite literally, Gemini, such a message where it's just like focus on the new. Pages represents new energy. That's why you have that Page of Pentacles, darling, right? So just focus on the new. Don't let your past hold you back in whatever way that looks like in your life, right? Some of you guys may be from referencing like a past failure, right? Maybe you fell off the horse and you've been afraid to get back on, what have you, darling. You know your life, right? Time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. And then finally, we have the communication is key, your new moon in Gemini here. So then I want to do an animal oracle card as well. I love y'all's reading, Gemini. I really do. You guys have a lot of greatness heading towards you. But again, I do feel, I can't help but feel like you have like some naysayers or just like some presence that like gets you in your head or just like it does the very opposite of what support is. Does that make sense, Gemini? You have the gorilla card coming in. Take time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. Interesting message, especially since we had just pulled right beforehand the new moon in Gemini. Communication is key. So, Gemini, I don't know if there's someone that you need to be talking to. Let's pull a card for that, actually, or what this is about. What do you need to be communicating? Is this like a new energy? 8 of Cups. Okay, yeah. You need to not be afraid, Gemini, of communicating where the burdens are happening for you, right? Not being afraid of communicating, being like, hey, like this burden is too much. This workload is too much. And not being afraid of walking away if you need to. But for some of you Geminis, you need to start communicating your truth, start voicing your truth. Because I do feel as if by you not voicing your truth, not you voicing your struggles, it's building up some resentment in just yourself, right? So it's one of those situations where you need to tell yourself of being like, all right, I'm going to communicate this problem with these people. If they don't respect it, if they're not going to honor it, then I'm going to just walk away, darling, right? Because you are no longer going to be accepting people that take you for granted, Gemini, and I know you're not. And so for the month of September, you're really just upgrading in your life in the sense of not allowing disrespect, not allowing to be taken for granted. You're just not allowing anything that's not appreciating you and valuing you, Gemini, as the powerful, beautiful being that you are. So, Gemini, that is the monthly tarot reading that I have for you for September 2021. I hope you found some cards that resonated with you in this monthly reading. And if you did, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe. I also do private to personal readings, Gemini, which I'll leave a link to my website down below, simplyvelca.com. Next to my social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that just being Simply Velca, honey. But yeah, I'll connect with you sometime, hopefully in the near future, Gemini. I love you so much. Bye.